After successfully install the Cellsens software, now you can start to use the software, and just by clicking on the software icon. And here on the list you can see the solutions you can choose. You can clear it all. You can choose the one you wanted to include it in the Cellsens dimension or any sort of version when you start the software, and then you click OK. It just means the solution is always there. Sometimes if you don't really need it for this time, you can just untick it. So when the Cellsens starts itself, it doesn't really have that solution included. For example, if you want to just use it for very quick image acquisition, you don't really want to load the whole solution, it may speed it up a little bit. Once you get the Cellsens started, this is roughly how it looks like. I'm just going to go briefly with the layout of the Cellsens. So on the top row, you have a couple options here with the file, edit, and the view, the require two windows and help. Probably the most important two things you need to remember is under view. One is under toolbars. Here you can click on a lot of functions to make it visible or not. For example, this microscope control observation method, which we see here, or ZDC control. Currently it's unticked. If you click it, you can see a small toolbar will appear here, which you can use to control ZDC, etc. Another button you need to remember is the two windows. We pretty much put everything together under the two windows, from a camera control to well navigator, all the major functions listed here. If you couldn't find any of the function and you know you have it, probably the best place to look for is under the two windows. You have some basic control function here as well. For example, the scale bar, that's what people use quite often. If you click it, the scale bar will appear on the image, but if you untick it, you won't be able to see the scale bar when you have the image taken. So we'll just choose it. And the acquire, this is a couple of the buttons you can use as you acquire images. And the control of the device is listed here as a device, and you have a device list. This is the very important function you use to control the setup of the system. And device setting, that's where you can pretty much set up the microscopes from here. On the right hand corner, you have a layout. If you click on the layout, you can manage the layout, and there's some default or pre-defined system layout you can choose. For example, here I have acquisition, where it's visible as the layout you are seeing now, and you can choose well navigator, processing layout, or content measure, or just simple, or you can make your own customized layout. Once you choose a lot of layout here, you can choose the layout from the tab here. For example, if I choose simple, and you can see the layout is completely different. You only have very simple taking images and change the lenses, etc. For the acquisition, you just get a bit more control.